Okay, we're still on the same trip here. Your next tab will be all your fuel expenses for this trip. And pretty self-explanatory how all of this is put in here. Just enter your date first. This RF check mark, that'll be for reefer fuel. So if you're getting trailer reefer fuel, put a check mark in that. If you're getting diff fuel additives, you will put a check mark in there. If you're getting just truck fuel, do not put a check mark in neither one of them. This pre-mileage, this is your previous odometer reading of your last previous fuel, the time you fueled. Now the very first fuel expense you put in here in the program, you cannot use as autofill last mileage. But after you put in your first trip and everything, you already have some fuels in there. Next time you come to a new trip and you start to enter in your very first entrance, you can click this Add Autofill Last Mileage, and it will go get your odometer reading from your previous trip, the last time you fueled, to go ahead and put this in here for you, just so you won't have to go back and look it up. And then the mileage here is the odometer reading of when you're fueling now. And then you'll come over and the truck stop. Majority of the time, look on your fuel receipt. Majority of the time you have a phone number for that. Just start typing in that phone number with no hyphens, nothing, just the numbers, and it should pull them up in the list. If it's not in there, once you type in the number, hit your tab key, a little message box might say come up that vendor's not in there. Would you like to add? You can click the yes, and it will open up the truck stop form for you to add that new truck stop in there. Or another way you can look this up would be to double click. Let me go down to a new record and I'll show you how to do that. But once you pick that truck stop, it's automatically going to pick the state. We do need the state abbreviation in here. This has to do with it following your route in your IFTA. But once you pick that truck stop, it should automatically fill in the state for you. Now, there's a bunch of states already in here. If for some reason the state is not in here that you need, double click in this field and it will open up this form and you can go through and add another state. Just come down the very last and put the state abbreviation in and then the state name. That's all you need to do, and click save and it will automatically put it in there. Always click your payment method. If you need to add more of them, or if they're not in there, just click that button beside it. Put in your quantity and the cost. But we're going to go down here and let me show you a new one here. First thing you will do is just click your date. We'll go back last time and say this October 10th. We're going to do just regular tractor. We're stopping to get tractor fuel right now. Now we need our previous mileage from the last time we fueled. What you do here is just double click in here. Double click it. And it will go get the last odometer reading, which was right here. That was the last truck fuel odometer reading. So you need to start out with that. And then put in the odometer reading for what you're fueling now. So maybe 92655. So maybe that's odometer reading now. Another way you can find the truck stop is put your key in here and double click. That's going to open up a truck stop selector, which this is really about the quickest way to enter it in if you don't have that phone number on here. Probably the first thing you will be looking for, or to sort this out. You can sort these out. This already comes preloaded. It's showing over 1,400 truck stops in here right now. But maybe pick the brand first. What is the name? Is it AM Best, Flying J, Loves, some other, Petro Pilot? But let's say that it's a Loves. Pick that first. Now it's going to pull up all of the Loves. Now then maybe go over here and pick the state that you're in. Maybe it was Maryland. That's the only one that was up there in Maryland. So if this is where you fueled at, this little button over here to the side, just click select. Now if the truck stop is not in there, if it's not showing in this list, click add new truck stop, add it in there, and then it will be in here. It will show up. Then all you have to do is click the select. But you can sort these out. Let me click this clear all if you need to go back and re-clear this. What this is, that clear, that will clear just that one field, or you can clear it all. But you can sort this whole truck stop database by city, by state, by zip, by brand, truck stop name, phone number. There's multiple ways of sorting all of this out. If you need to clear all the sort, just click clear all. But like I say, the quickest way to find your truck stop is to select the brand, select the state, and it should pull it up every time. You may have multiple ones here, but just click the select and it automatically filled that in, the truck stop and the state for you, state abbreviation. So now all you need to do is pick your payment type, how did you pay for it, and then come over and put in your gallons, your quantity, 8.965, tab key, this total, this will be the total cost right here. Tab key, and once you do that, it's automatically going to calculate how much it was price per gallon for you. This cost, that is cost price per gallon. The advance, this is optional field for you. So maybe if you got an advance while you was in, or just cash advance, this is just for your own personal information to keep up with. You can keep a copy of the receipt invoice number. And what you can do too, if you have your scanner, this little button over to the far right, you can also click it and you can scan a copy of that receipt right in there with that fuel purchase. Just put your receipt in your scanner, click scan, and it's going to scan it, and it will keep a copy of that fuel receipt right with that fuel purchase. So you'll scan a receipt for each one of these here. Okay, now say that while you're here fueling, you may get some dill fuel too. So what you'll do is come down here, do each tractor fuel separate, and then do your dill fuel separate. So just go back and pick the same date. Now what you'll do here is in that diff checkbox, put a check in there. Now then, as you noticed, it automatically went and got the odometer reading for the last time you purchased diff fuel, which was way up here. So it went and got that odometer reading and brought it down here for you. It knew that that was the diff odometer reading. And then just come in and put this reading, which will be the same as this, because you're going to fuel at the same one, and that's going to be the same vendor. So you could just highlight that and copy it, just do a Control-C for copy, come down here and next field and do a Control-V for paste, hit your tab, and it's going to automatically fill it in there. And then come back and enter in your information here. So maybe you got 4.552, hit your tab, total cost $21.30, tab, and there you go. That was $4.60 amount. So then you would normally have that showed on one receipt. So over here in one of these, you would click this and just click scan and scan in your copy of your receipt right here. And once you enter in all of these amounts, they're going to automatically start totaling down here and give you total gallons, average fuel price, total fuel cost, and total advances over here. So that's how you will keep up with your fuel expenses. This converter calculator up here, you see this button right here. This is for the ones that you may go up into Canada, or Canadian drivers may come down here. So this is a conversion calculator. So maybe you, if you're a U.S. driver and you went up into Canada and you purchased some liters up there. So put in the amount of liters, and then you can come over here and say convert liters to gallons. So now that just converted all them liters over into the gallons, so you will know then how to put in your gallons over here instead of liters, or vice versa. The Canadian drivers may come down here and got gallons, so convert gallons to liters. So it took these gallons and converted these into liters right here, 971 liters. You can do the same thing for the mileage. If you need to calculate, say, miles to kilometers or kilometers to miles, that's going to convert everything over for you right there. So this is just a quick conversion calculator right here for you if you ever need that. So this is the fuel expenses for that trip, and we'll move on to the next one.